New fuel prices announced by the national fuel regulator EPRA are expected to further push up the cost of living for many Kenyans. Due to the inevitable connection between the prices of petroleum products and basic commodities, the prices of commodities such as milk and bread have been on a continuous rise, and Kenyans are feeling the pinch. Waris Kimathi with more.
When Jones Oredo opened his fast food restaurant ready to do business on Wednesday, he was in for a rude shock. The energy and petroleum regulator EPRA had yet again increased the prices of petrol and diesel by 10 shillings for every litre, and Jones says this new increase will deal a near fatal blow to the profits he makes from his small business.
Like say, even the guy who delivers the potatoes to me, that's the border guy. He has to hike because price of petrol has gone up.
I'm at Ruby's in Lavington on the morning of Tuesday, the 15th of June, just few hours after the Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority EPRA reviewed upwards the prices of petrol and diesel and other petroleum products in the country. And every time this review is done upwards, which is the second time this review is being done in 6 months, every time this happens, the prices of fuel products such as petrol affect the prices of other products, consumer products that Kenyans, many ordinary Kenyans depend on. And this upward review of these products will continue to tighten its grip on the pockets of many Kenyans, especially now that the economy is not doing so well. The new increase will see the price of a litre of petrol increase by 9 shillings to retail at 159 shillings and 12 cents, with diesel going at 140 shillings in Nairobi, marking the highest Kenyans have had to pay for a litre of fuel since independence. The continued rise of the prices of petroleum products continues in spite of the government pumping millions of dollars into subsidy to caution Kenyans from the pain at the pump. Wasilwa Sitati is an economic expert, and he breaks down how the continued rise of engine fuel will affect how families put bread on the table.
In affecting the production processes, because most of the fuel is used in terms of, to facilitate the transportation of, let's say, raw materials or even the finished products. So in that cost, then it has to be factored in as part of the production cost for the, the producers or distributors of these goods and services.
I am in Veruta, Nairobi, where just a few years ago, this loaf of bread would go for less than 50 shillings, maybe 40 or even 30 shillings. Today, the same bread costs up to 70 shillings in every shop you go to. And this half-liter packet of milk, which would go for 40 shillings, 45, even 50, now costs a whopping shillings. And all this is as a result of the continued rise of the cost of living and basic commodities in the country, all occasioned by the rise in the cost of petrol products and fuel. And Kenyans say if this trend goes on, it will cost them more than just their money. Dominic Mwendwa and Dan Maroa are border riders in Nairobi, and for them, higher fuel prices mean they might have to leave the business which feeds them and their families.
Au tuseme sasa hii mafuta ni 160. Utafanya pesa ngapi na hiyo mafuta wa 160? Tuseme sasa hii watu wamezoea, tuseme sasa kutoka hapa mpaka Lavi huko wanataka chwani. Machwani ngapi utabeba ndio ifikie mafuta na ukule bado na ulipe rent na ulisha watu na familia.
Ni kubahatisha tu, unaona? So na hii mafuta hii kitu inakunywanga mafuta. So ikiendelea hivi tunaona tukirudisha kwa nyumba ama wenyewe wakuja wachukue. Unaona? Juu saa hii mazee hadi saa hii niko na 1 liter yenye niliweka asubuhi. Juu sijapata customer mwingine.
Back at Jones Oredo's restaurant, he says the new fuel prices will affect his supply chain right from the market where he buys the food he sells to the cost of transporting the bulky goods to his kitchen.
Because now here is a case whereby you used to sell a pack of 50 shillings chips, and you used to buy 20 liters of oil at 2,500, 2,200. Right now we are buying more than double the price, and we are selling at the same amount. You put a price tag that is a bit higher, like say even 5 shillings on top or 10 shillings on top. Now the problem comes with the customer. They view you as the person who has increased the price on your own.
This is Jones's menu that he uses to sell his products to his customers. It has been reviewed more than once over the last few months, the reason being the continued hiking of fuel and cooking oil prices. And as he tells me, every time he has to hike the price of each product, he moves closer to closing his business.
The country's inflation has remained high for 27 months running, with the cost of living being reported to rise to 7.1% in May, up from 6.5% the previous month, the highest since the pandemic started in 2020. While these numbers make no sense to most Kenyans, the negative ripple effects of these statistics continue to affect the income of families across Kenya. Waris Kimathi, Look Up TV in Nairobi.
Thank you, Waris Kimathi, for painting the picture of what is really happening on the ground. And joining me right now is Advocate Annette Kwamboka. Of course, Annette is here to talk about the leadership and integrity, Chapter 6 of the Constitution, as I had earlier indicated. But before we go for that break, Annette, good evening.
Good evening, Nalima. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Maybe except for the pain of the pump. What are your thoughts?